Ooh, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Darku, and in this video I'm going to be going over all the things that you should be buying or selling or holding after this Halloween event is over. Alright, ladies and gents, whilst I'm making this video, it is the last day of the Halloween event, so you need to get stuff done if you haven't already. If you haven't done your raids, I suggest doing them now, obviously as quick as you possibly can. If you haven't done the Darkrai thing, you want to get that summoning orb as soon as you can, as it has been confirmed that this will be back next year. So if you haven't got your Darkrai, you're going to have to wait an entire year until you can try and get it again. If you haven't handed in all your Swarm Mons, you should do that now as soon as you can to get as many Mysterious Dusk Balls as you can, as well as trying to get the Bennett hat. If you haven't got your wings either from doing the Pumpking boss fight, just remember you only need to do the easy boss fight to unlock those wings. You don't need to do hard, that's just for farming the Pumpking goodie bags. If you haven't got your wings though, I suggest doing that easy boss fight as soon as possible. I've already made a guide on this as well, which you could follow, and if you need the team, make sure you ask me in my Discord as soon as possible. Just ping me, you can borrow my team and get your wings. If you haven't done all of your Wisps yet, make sure you go and do that as well whilst you still got time. Obviously you don't want to miss out on the Wisps, you don't want to miss out on the candy, the Pokemon that come with it, as well as the Alphas at the end of course, and the Alpha Spiritomb after you do every region. You don't want to miss out on those, so if you haven't done those already, make sure you check out those guides and go straight to them. And don't forget the PumpCats, they can be very annoying, but I've made a guide on where majority of them are, as well as like a written guide, like 2 different written guides that you can use as well. And I've even made a mod for the game as well that you can install, and it'll make the PumpCats really pop out if you're stuck in like Kanto or Hoenn. For some reason the 3D regions don't work very well, but if you're stuck in Kanto or Hoenn trying to find these last PumpCats, make sure you install that mod and go get them done as well, so you can get the Kitsune mask and the Alpha Zoroark, exclusive Alpha Zoroark. Once again, will come back every year, but obviously that's an entire year you have to wait if you want to get your own OT Zoroark, unless you already caught a Zoroark somewhere and then you want to breed someone else's Alpha Zoroark on the market. Speaking of market then, this is what I've been waiting to go over. If we type in cook for cookies, let this man cook, you'll notice that we've got all of these cookies here that I haven't sold just yet, though I obviously had way more, because last year you got these cookies that helped in the Pumpking boss fight and you were able to keep them over the year. It was quite nice to have them as collectors. Obviously people even bought quite a lot of them after the event to keep them as a collector's item sort of thing. But this year, however, you can see if we zoom in, it actually does say this item is event bound. It will be deleted after the Halloween event is over. These items will be gone. You can no longer keep them, you can no longer collect them. They will literally be deleted. So from my understanding is they're going to delete these every year, so that when you go to the event next year, you're going to have to get all the new candies, be able all the new kids, etc., and start trading, and you know, keeps the market alive situation to the point where you can't just hoard these every year and then not need the market or not need anyone to sell them, etc. in the next year. So my genuine advice is, before this event is over, make sure you sell these cookies. There are people still doing the Pumpking boss fight, so make sure you sell these cookies ASAP on the market before they're gone. Because once again, you will not be able to keep these cookies, they will just be deleted. So sell. If for whatever reason you can't sell them on the market on the GTL, have no worries. If you see at the top, the sell price is 2,500, so you can go to the PokeMart, which you can see at the bottom right of my screen, and you can sell them for 2,500 per one. On to more selling then. I'm going to quickly show you what I have on the market, as it's like my last one left. Obviously, I made a lot of raid mons for the Darkrai raid level 100, so, you know, like Primeape was a great one, Shiftry was fantastic, Hydreigon was another one, obviously you had Mine Shell, you had Gallade, etc. Now, a lot of these mons I've actually sold. This is my very last Shiftry I have left. I had 4 of, like, every single mon, and as you can see, it's only an adamant with, like, maybe 1 or 2 IVs in 31 or 30, and they sell for good money. I wish I could show you my trade log, but it's currently disabled during events, but I've genuinely sold quite a lot of these with just 1 or 2 IVs for mega money, because there are people still trying to rush the Darkrai raid, and obviously they're going to want to buy this, etc. So get rid of these mons as soon as you can, because as soon as the Darkrai raid is gone, nobody's really going to want to buy this. Maybe they might feel like maybe the Christmas raids, maybe, but like the prices will shoot down. If you want to try and get as much profit as possible from your mons, I'd sell now. That being said though, I did keep an entire raid team ready for Darkrai, so if you are stuck and you don't want to buy these mons, ping me in the Discord ASAP today before the event is over, and I'll let you borrow my 100 Darkrai raid team. I honestly am not using it at all, but it is a perfect raid team that you can use with other people if you want. On to other things then. Obviously you get the Kitsune mask from finding all the PumpCats, just like so. That's what the Kitsune mask looks like. And if we look on the market, Kitsune mask. Looking at the market then, you can see that their minimum is 880k currently. They were literally 700k within the week. Now they're 880k minimum. You can see their gold writing because they've gone up in price. Now I can guarantee you 100% that these are going to go up in price after the event ends, when you can no longer get them. So because it says seasonal, it does have the opportunity to come back once every year. However, there is no guarantee on that, of course, because some seasonal items are not back, but this one says seasonal item first seen at 2024, so maybe it will come back next year. Who knows? I'll maybe have to ask about it and see if it is, but I can't get a confirmation on it right now. What I do know is that after this event, you're not going to be able to get it for at least a year, if it does come back, for at least a year, which is a long time obviously. So these Kitsune masks are actually really cool, and if you don't have one right now, I would suggest finishing your PumpCats ASAP, or buying one as soon as possible, because like I said, I do think these are going to shoot up in price a big time. Alright, on to the next thing is the Essence. As you can see, Dream Essence is here. Earlier in the week, they're about 20 to 30k per one, and you can see they're already 43,000 minimum. Now it is worth noting, if I haven't said already, I apologize if I edited it out. However, the Darkrai raid is Halloween exclusive, so it has been confirmed that probably next year, Halloween, the Darkrai raid will be back. However, until that time comes, we are not going to see a Darkrai raid for an entire year. So we've seen our Darkrai, we can get the Summoning Orb. If you've had the opportunity to get it, you've got your Summoning Orb, you can summon Darkrai. If you haven't done that, you're going to have to wait an entire year. And if you haven't farmed Dream Essence from the level 100 Darkrai raid, you will once again have to just buy it off of the GTL, or you're going to have to wait another year to farm it again. So I have no doubt in my mind that although 40k is already risen in price from the 20 to 30k, these are going to go up in price even more. I'd say even maybe 100k at some point, within, half a year or something. These are going to go way up. I would highly suggest holding these with diamond hands. As you can see, I'm actually holding on to a good 100 myself on my main account. I think my alts have like 20 to 30 on them as well, but I have 100 on my main. I'm going to hold on to these. I'm definitely not going to sell them yet, because I'll either use them on my Darkrai, or I will sell them at a way higher price at another time. This is genuine market advice. I'm not trying to manipulate it at all. I'm telling you right now, maybe if you want to, you can buy more of these right now for 43k and sell them later, but I have no doubt in my mind that these are going to shoot up in price. Another thing I wanted to talk about, the one thing I actually don't have, is the Shadow Cape. As you can see, these are now 10 million minimum. Now these Shadow Capes are actually really badass. I'm not gonna lie, they are actually really cool. Really cool vanity. However, I have no doubt, and this might sound absolutely crazy, but I have no doubt in my mind that these at some point will actually sell for something like 20 mil. I'm not kidding. You've seen how the Shadow Bone goes. So as you can see, the Shadow Bone is like 30 mil now, and it's just a bone. You just hold it in your hand. It's a glowing bone. That's all it is. It's a Shadow Bone. It's now 30 mil. I remember back when they were out, some people even sold it for 6 mil, these Shadow Bones, and now they're 30 mil. So to think that the Shadow Cape won't go up in price is delusional. This is 10 mil, it's still quite a lot of money. The minimum I saw this go to was about 7 mil, and this was maybe the third day of the event. But now that the event is about to be over, these are going to be 10 mil minimum, and they are no doubtly going to shoot for the moon as well. These are going to go up in price 110%. Another thing that's cool that I currently don't have because I haven't had time to hand in all the Sworn Mons is the, the Spooky Beanie, which is the Bonnet hat, right? So you get the Spooky Beanie from handing in all the Sworn Mons. I've heard it's 120, I've heard it's 170. Unfortunately, I never really had time to finish mine, so I can't even confirm how long this will be. These were selling for about 1.7 million the other day, and they're currently at 2.5 mil. So this once again says event only, seasonal Halloween, first seen October 2024. So this does have the potential to come back next year. The potential, that doesn't mean it is. I have no doubt in my mind that in about a half a year's time, like investment wise, this will be up in price obviously, because there is no more of these. Obviously they're going to be down and down in units of like how many is on the GTL. It'll go down and down, so the price will obviously go up because you won't be able to get it again. Maybe you can in a year's time in the next Halloween event, who knows? You might not even be able to get that, so this could be a one-time thing, who knows? And I think that the item price will actually shoot more higher than 2.5 mil at some point as well. On to the next thing then, we got the mysterious dust balls. As you can see, they're already shooting in price as well. I remember seeing these about 32k in the week. Now they're 48k minimum. Now these will shoot up as well. Obviously, I'm pretty sure these are event only now, so they're exclusive to Halloween 2024. So they're actually exclusive to Halloween 24. Okay, so they could have the potential to come back to 2025, but they won't be the same. In 2025, if these do come back, it'll actually say something like Mysterious Dust Ball and then in brackets 2025. I imagine, cannot confirm nor deny that, but I imagine that's what's going to happen, as they won't want to confuse it with the 2024 balls. So obviously, if you didn't know already, these are Mysterious Dust Balls. You open them and it has a 1 in 6,000 chance to have a shiny Pokemon inside, which is insane. Like I said, I saw these at about like 32k in the week, and now they're 48k minimum. If you did all of your hand-ins for the Bennett mask, or the Bennett hat, sorry, you probably have about 34 of these just sat in your bag without you even knowing. Currently I only have 17, I've not done all of my hand-ins for the Swarmons as I've said, but I will be holding on to these like diamond hands as well, and I advise many people to do so as well, because the less and less on the market equals more price for people as well. So this will probably shoot up, maybe even 100k, because there's even, if we go to the other balls, so here's a prime example. Of course, you had the mysterious Cherish balls from last Lunar New Year, which are also a 1 in 6,000 chance of a shiny Pokemon, and these are going for 129k minimum basically. So again, you know, the mysterious dust balls, I think they're going to shoot up just like this. They're going to be literally like 100k-ish. So, you know, if you've got a lot of money and you want to invest, I'd start buying those mysterious dust balls. I unfortunately don't have massive amounts of money, so I need to go careful. But if I did have what I like to call, and excuse my language here, fuck around money, which is, you know, loads of millions, I'd be buying all the dust balls, mysterious dust balls, and I'd be chucking them up for 100k after the event, because honestly, there's no more, like, for a year, maybe? And as I say, these are exclusive to Lunar New Year 2024, and they're going for 120k minimum, basically. So it's not hard to believe that the mysterious dust balls that we have will also be doing the same. The problem is, people do love gambling on this game, and people will buy these balls all the time. So there you go, that's pretty much it for the whole buy and sell scenario. Now I'm just going to go over here and once again remind you, if you haven't completed it like I haven't, make sure to come over here like Lavender Town, or in other, obviously, regions have this as well. Hand in those swarm Pokemon to these kids to get as many mysterious mysterious dust balls as you can, and make sure you can get that Bennett hat as well. Make sure you get that done, and as I said, don't forget the cookies and the candies, etc. Make sure to sell them all on the GTL as soon as possible, because they are going this Halloween. They get deleted, you cannot keep them. And the very, very last thing on my list is, if you have the Dream Sphere, of course, you can use this right now whilst the event is still cooking and it's not quite over. You can go all the way over to New Moon Island, which is the Dreamland, right? And you can hatch your Pokemon over here so that they have the Dreamland hatch location. All I'm saying is this is a very, very cool location that will only come back, by looks of it, once every year. So if you want to get some cool hatch location with New Moon Island on it, make sure you come to the Dream Sphere after you get your egg and hatch over here before it's too late. So there you go, some great market advice in my opinion, and obviously some great hints and tips that you can use. I hope this video was informative, and I'll see you on another one, guys. See ya! Why is everyone crowded round me? Oh no! I just wanted to record a video. No!